Guys, let's talk about Antoine Semenyo. Wow, he has really come from far, and I'm happy that he's finally signing for Manchester City. Now, this is a player who played in League 2 with Newport County. He played in League 1 with Sunderland. He played in the Championship with Bristol City. Played in the EPL with Bournemouth. Now he's moving from Bournemouth to Manchester City, which is a good one. It was confirmed yesterday by Fabrizio Romano that Semenyo to Man City is a done deal. Everything has been exchanged, and I'm very, very happy. He is also scheduled for medicals on Thursday, which is a very exciting news. Now, today is Wednesday, and today he's going to play his last game for Bournemouth in front of the home fans, which is a very exciting one. That game is against Tottenham. The last time these two met, Bournemouth won that game by 1-0. Now, Bournemouth this season, in their last 10 games, they have not won. I think this is one of those games that they go on to win. This is a game Semenyo is going to be like, I just need to give the fans one last thing. And he's going to play well today, and then move for his medicals on Thursday tomorrow, and then complete his move to Manchester City. I just can't wait to see how he plays for Manchester City, but I think this is a good one. Now, one might be asking, what does Semenyo bring differently to Man City as against the wingers that are already at Man City? Now, if you compare Semenyo to Man City's wingers, which you can see live here on your screen, it gives you a clear picture of what Semenyo is all about. Take a look at the matches being played by all these wingers this season. Semenyo has 18, Doku has 16, Savino has 15, and also Oscar Bob has 9. Goals, Semenyo leads with 9 goals. There's a huge gap. That is why Semenyo is going in there. The rest of the wingers at Man City are good with the dribbling. So if you notice the dribbling per 90, Semenyo is the lowest there. That is not the matter. The matter is, can you score? Semenyo is all about the scoring. He's very clinical. That is why I think Pep is going in for him. I think if you compare him to Man City wingers, he's the one that gives you most out of the game. That is the goal. So I feel like that is important. If you take a look at chances created, aside Doku, who has 36, Semenyo is the second there. So he's not only giving you goals, he's also going to give you, the ability for other players to shine in the game, to create chances for them. Take a look at his assists. He has 3 assists as compared to Doku's 4 assists. So this is an all-round player. I think the most balanced winger, Man City are going to get. And not that he comes with the whole long throw thing. You understand? He's one player who can also add to the game with his long throw. So Man City are getting an excellent player. Now, let's talk about how versatile Semenyo could be for Manchester City. Now, these are the position by minutes Semenyo has played in the 2024-2025 season. If you take a look at it, he is blessed with both foot, so either left or right, he is going to deliver for you. Now, if you take a look at the statistics and also graph in front of you, you will notice Semenyo, be it on the left or be it on the right, he really, really does well, but he hardly plays centrally quite of late. So this is an advantage to Man City. Be it left or right, Semenyo would always deliver because both right and also left foot are being blessed, and they can both work together. I'm just really excited. And I know my people, I know a lot of people will be rushing for the Manchester City jersey. It is a fact. I'm calling my dealer right now to get one, because it is Semenyo we are talking about. His first game, we all need to be in that sea blue for Semenyo. It is very, very important to support the Ghanaian boy. I'm really happy for Semenyo, and I know you are also happy for Semenyo. If you're a citizen, let me know how you feel about this transfer. If you're Ghanaian too, let me know how you feel about this transfer, this Semenyo transfer. It is taking the bars. Everyone is talking about it. And today, I think a lot of people would watch the Bournemouth versus Tottenham game all because of Semenyo. And I believe he's going to score a goal in that particular one, just to say bye-bye to the Bournemouth fans, and then move for his medicals on Thursday and complete his move to Manchester City. The amount involved in this particular deal is 65 million, which will be paid in installments over 3 years, 60 million fixed amount, 5 million on add-ons. Semenyo will be earning 150,000 per week. So these are some of the details you need to know concerning Semenyo's move. He said no to 4 EPL clubs to sign for Manchester City. No to Arsenal, no to Liverpool, no to Manchester United, and also a no to Tottenham Hotspurs, but he decided to go to Manchester City. So guys, it is what it is, and I'm happy for Semenyo. We'll make sure to bring you more updates concerning his move to Manchester City. But then definitely today, after his game, we are going to talk about him. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Mohammed Kudus. Under normal circumstances, or if all things are equal, Mohammed Kudus should be facing with Antoine Semenyo today. But rather unfortunately, Mohammed Kudus picked up an injury in Tottenham's last game. And I told you the last time that the coach said Kudus was going for a scan. Now, the scan has proven that Kudus' injury is worse than we think. I mean, he was walking off the pitch, which I felt like was a good thing. But after the scan, they noticed that, look, it could be worse than we think. And currently, Tottenham are looking for players, especially in those attacking places. If you take a look at the Tottenham team, they don't have an out-and-out right winger currently with Mohammed Kudus' injury now. So they have to go into the market and look for a right winger. As we speak right now, they need a right winger ASAP because Mohammed Kudus' injury, according to a report after the scan, it's not as we think. We all thought it was a minor one. We all thought, oh, it's just overload. But looking at the way the reports are going and looking at the way Tottenham are looking steady in the transfer market for a right winger, you could see it's a very serious one. We just hope that it's not an injury that makes Mohammed Kudus sit out for a very long time. So I'm just going to, be very hopeful and hope and wish that Mohammed Kudus returns back from this injury in one piece and also very quickly, because at the end of the day, we want to see him at the World Cup. He's a very important player for the Black Stars and also for Tottenham. I just don't know how Tottenham are going to manage today's game. Definitely, they are going to put, a player at the right wing, but I don't know who that might be. Probably Mancester, Kolomwani. Who knows? I think the players need to adjust themselves until a right winger comes in. But guys, currently that is the problem with Tottenham. Mohammed Kudus injured. After the scan, they noticed the injury was a serious one, and currently they are in the market for a new one. Now, yesterday when I talked about injured players, people felt like I was exaggerating when it comes to the players that are injured for Ghana. It's nothing to be, to exaggerate about. It is a thing of concern. It is only, excuse me to say, a fool who will not be concerned with all these injuries to our players. Now, let me explain. Yesterday, I talked about kamaldeen Sulemana, and someone prompted me that he's back from injury. So I went to check, and I noticed that yes, he's back from injury and has played in 2 games since his return from injury. He played against Genoa, played only 22 minutes, played against Inter Milan, played 33 minutes. In their last game against AS Roma, he did not play. Now, if you notice, even though he's back from injury, his game minute is being managed. Now, the reason why teams do this is to make sure that players do not relapse. Players do not get injured or worsen the injury they already had. So if you notice, he's being managed. It's not like he cannot play. He's fit. His match fit, he has been cleared. He's part of the team. But his minute is being managed. This is what I want us to prevent going to the World Cup, because you don't want players returning a month or 2 before the World Cup. If that happens and they are cleared to be match fit, then you have to manage their minutes at the World Cup. You can't get them 100%. That is my worry. My worry is not mainly about the injury. My worry is about, if they do return, are we going to get them on form? Are we going to get them 100%? You and I know the answer is no. Now, let me bust your mind. With Thomas Partey, yesterday I talked about him stating that he is also injured. Now, the thing is, I just watched Villarreal's training, I think last 4 days or last 3 days. I stand to be corrected. And Thomas Partey was training with the team, but he has not been playing in Villarreal's games. I'm sure he's not being cleared, to be match fit yet. So even though he's back from injury, he's not playing with the team or he's not playing in the league just because he's not being cleared to be match fit yet. This is what I'm talking about. You can be fine, you can recover from injury. It's a matter of, are you match fit? And even if you are match fit, can you regain your form? Some players take time to regain their form. Others, they walk straight in and start performing. So it depends player to player. That is why I feel like we should be worried. Look at Kudus' situation like this. Who knows how long Kudus will sit out? It could be a few weeks, maybe 4 to 6. I'm not specifying, but it could be some few weeks. Look at Salisu's situation. It could be months. Maybe miraculously, Kudus comes back, Salisu comes back, Partey comes back, all the injured players come back. How certain are you that they will pick up form? You understand? Some players, it takes them time to pick up form. And I'm going to give you an example. Kudus, before this injury, he picked up a slight injury earlier. When he recovered from that injury, it took him some time to warm himself into the team. It happens, you understand? My problem is with their return. If they have to return from the injuries they are nursing or having now, then they need to return earlier before we play the World Cup. That way, they can at least get accustomed to the rhythm of playing football, pick up some form before the World Cup. We don't want to send a player who just returned from injury to the World Cup, all in the name that he has recovered. So we are taking him to the World Cup because now you would have to manage his game very well too. Even the player himself will not be playing 100% because he fears he might relapse, and that is my problem. So guys, this is the few updates I have for you concerning Antoine Semenyo's move to Manchester City. He has been through a lot. He has come from far, from playing in League 1, League 2, the Championship, now in the English Premier League. He's going to play for one of the most successful clubs in the history of the English Premier League. They have a lot of titles. That is no joke. So I'm just happy for Semenyo. I think everyone is happy for Semenyo. The next time we are talking about Semenyo, we should be wearing the Man City jersey at least, just to show him some appreciation. I mean, I think a lot of Ghanaians will be moving to Man City. Yes, they have a small fan base here in Ghana, but trust me, with Semenyo's signing, I'm sure a chunk of Ghanaians are going to join Man City, the fan base and everything. I'm happy for him. Mohammed Kudus injury, after the scan, it is being stated that it is worse than we think. And Tottenham are in the market for a right winger. So let's see what happens. Let's just hope that it does not take him out for a very long period. We are still going to pray for him, and let's see how Tottenham maneuvers today's game. How they play it is something that I'll be much interested in, to see how they play in that particular one. And also with the injuries, few updates. Kamaldeen Sulemana is back from injury. He has played 2 games since his injury, and he did not play Atalanta's last game against AS Roma. With Thomas Partey, he is training with Villarreal, so I think that is good news. I think very soon he'll be cleared, to play in games for Villarreal. So these are all good news. But then we just hope that if those injuries that has happened to our players, NS Niyama and co, they all recover in time for the World Cup. It's very, very important. Salisu, we are keeping him in our prayers. Something miraculous could happen. Who knows? He could be fit even before the World Cup. So let's see what happens. So guys, let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Thanks for joining me. My name is Adam. I'll make sure to bring you more updates, and also after the game, we are going to react to Semenyo's performance, his last game for Bournemouth. So please, thank you for watching. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go vibe.